how to meditate for overcoming depression, for gaining confidence, for better digestion, for a more vibrant, happy, enjoyable life. Meditation is a huge part of all of those things, I believe. And if you're just not feeling your best in your mind, if you're not feeling your best in life, in your health, if you're looking for some answers, if you're looking for more confidence and all these things, I would really look into starting a meditation program. And I want to let you know a little bit about my own tips on meditation, my own thoughts on it. And there's a lot of different styles of meditation, but this is my own personal experience of what I feel is the most effective. For a start, I think the most effective thing is to be doing it every single day. And I'll admit to you that I'm not as disciplined as that anymore. For many years I was, and I got huge benefit out of doing that. And when I met other people that were more kind of, they would do it every now and then when they liked, I could just tell that they hadn't experienced the kind of development that I had, the kind of change. That's what I felt anyway. And so trying to stick to it every day, even if it's 5 minutes. So if you want to start a program, really the thing about starting new habits is about getting into that momentum of doing it every day. And the best thing to me about the best idea is, either you're going to be, if you're around people who are doing it, then you can just fit in with their pattern, go and get immersed at a course or something like that. If you don't have that, you need to start that momentum yourself. And I think the best way of doing that is just to do a little bit every day and just stick to that, and then build it slowly and slowly and slowly. So that's what I did. I meditated for maybe a couple of minutes a day, maybe 5 minutes. I had a timer and stuff like that, and gradually I built it up, and at one point I was up to nearly 45 minutes a day at one point, and that was years into it, that wasn't like overnight. So and yeah, so that's my tip in kind of making it a part of your everyday routine. And I really think every day or even twice a day you'll get the absolute best results from it. I recommend that you sit up straight without support. I would say the reason for doing that is it's really about the state that you go into. Meditation to me is all about the state of your mind, the state of your body. And you don't want to go too deep, I feel. For other things you might want to go deep if you're wanting to try a different type of meditation, but for me, for the most effective for your daily life, that you can take into the world and that will change you within the world, I would say don't lie back, don't lie on the ground. You can do these things for other types of meditation, but I would advise sitting up straight, using a pillow on the ground to support yourself. So you would sit with your, the bottom of your coccyx basically, your coccyx. You'd sit on a pillow with your feet off the pillow, either in a kind of cross-legged position or a kneeling position if you like, and try and keep you don't need to be too strict about the whole your back being perfect, but you will probably find that your muscles will take a while to get used to sitting up straight like that unsupported, but it's worth developing that. I think it's, as I'm saying, it's about the state. It's about not going too deep. It's about not going basically to sleep or halfway to sleep, which is what you can do if you're lying back, or I've been in meditation classes with people lying under covers, and they're just going into what you call hypnagogic state, where you go closer to sleep. It's basically that state where you're getting closer to sleep and you start seeing all the visions, or you hear things, or that kind of stuff happens. You just kind of go into your own world. I guess I think that's probably useful, but I don't think it harbours the great benefit of staying a little more awake, a bit more wakefulness. Really, you want to just be sitting there, upright, awake, but with your eyes closed, and in that kind of state, relaxed, but not falling asleep. And when you're doing that, and the other tip is to close your eyes. The reason you would close your eyes is because basically your vision is taking up a huge amount of your energy. When your eyes are open, you're diverting a lot of energy outside, externally, and you want to focus it back internally. In meditation, you want to focus your energy within yourself, within your body, your own consciousness. So instead of looking out into the world, you want to make that symbolic, closing the eyes to look within. At the same time, that saving that energy allows energy to go to other things like healing and other things that the body can divert that energy towards doing. And it allows you to go to a certain other state when your eyes are closed. You want to keep your body not moving, but you don't want to be too strict. Like if you need to itch your nose, then just scratch your nose. If you need to move or shuffle, then do that. But it's really nice to be able to try and sit as still as possible for as long as possible. And that once again allows the body to rest, allows the body to turn off, the brain to turn off those parts, and allows the brain to go into a different state and deal with other things and heal other things and divert energy to other things. That's the way I look at it now. So that's basically it. And so what do you do then? Like, some people want to do mantras, some people want to do breath counting, and you can do all these things and experiment with what works. But basically, if you sit there and you breathe and you just be there, then you'll eventually go into a meditative state without, regardless of what you do. Some of these techniques maybe take you quicker to a state of relaxed focus and concentration and stuff, but I don't think they're essential. But you might want to practice with them, and there's many different things. Now, a lot of people want to try and turn their mind off, and they think it's all about turning off the ego, dissolving the mind, stopping thinking, and I don't think it's about that. I think it's about, basically, put it this way, the mind's job is to think. You have a brain that's there to think, and it does you well, and you can you use your mind to do all sorts of amazing and wonderful things. The heart beats, and the liver does its living, and the kidney does its kidneying, and the stomach does its thing. So when you're meditating, you're not trying to turn any of these things off, you're just allowing these things to continue naturally, but you don't identify with your stomach, you don't identify with your heart or your liver or your kidneys. So it's just about the idea of trying to not identify with your mind so much, I think, is the point. And just feeling and being in the moment. If your mind's thinking, it doesn't matter, just try not to divert so much energy to it. One way to not divert so much energy and attention to your mind is to focus on other areas of the body. And in Zen, and sometimes you have people put their hands down towards their belly button. And in Aikido and martial arts, they talk about the centre of gravity just being below the belly button, and that's your one point in Aikido. Dantian and other names in Chinese and other Japanese martial arts. But essentially, that's a technique of, if you focus on a point a few inches below the navel, if you focus all your energy and attention there, then that, for whatever reason, it takes your attention and energy away from your brain, your thoughts, your emotions, your anxieties, and takes it down, and you get more centered in your body, allows you to relax, gives you more state of confidence. And that's something we practice in Aikido, and in movement, and that we want to bring into our lives, is this idea of being centered and extending out to the world from your center. And it's amazing for building confidence and all these things. It's a wonderful practice. So that's, if you want to try and take away the attention from your mind and your thoughts, you maybe want to try and focus. And that's why people sometimes focus on candles, or focus on the heart center, or focus on the one point below the belly button. So you can focus on all these things. That's the basics, really. If you sit and do that for a couple of minutes, you will start to feel the benefits every day. If you start to build it up, you'll feel incredible benefits within 1 month. Unbelievable benefits. You'll change as a person. And I'm a bit disappointed in myself that I'm not more focused on it. That I've not been doing it more. But when I went on the raw foods diet, I started my perception on everything changed so much, and I kind of thought I was feeling so high and great all the time from all the fruit and stuff that I thought I didn't need to meditate anymore, and I kind of lost my connection with it a little bit. But I do think it's a real important point of health. So to summarise in this video, you want to I'm not sure where I started, but you want to have your eyes closed. You want to sit up straight in some way, either on a chair where you're not sitting with your back lying on the chair, or on the ground, depending on what you can do physically. You probably want to breathe through your nose. It's not really a big deal, and you just want to sit up straight, close your eyes, be there, breathe in, breathe out. Doesn't matter if you think about things or not. You can think about things if you like. You can use any mantras or whatever, as long as you just sit there in that still, eyes closed state. You will go into a meditative state, and you will realise that your consciousness has changed slightly. You've become more relaxed, So you just have to be aware of that happening, and then kind of enjoy that in the moment, and just allow it to go on for a couple of minutes or however long you can. You will find a lot of resistance to it. You will want to go away and do other things. You will want to think about other things, but just try and stick with it. And having a timer is a good idea, because then you stick to it for a set period of time. So that's like the basics of meditation, and you can maybe there's kind of a few more advanced things that I've learned that you can do, and you will find some wonderful benefits to it. So I would definitely experiment with meditation. Tell me what your experience is and how you felt on it, and that's it. Thanks, and subscribe and like these videos if you'd like to see more. Thank you.